Focus on three main characters running through the book that have been given names. I think it's Niran, Salada and Kiet. And we've kind of, a lot of the drawings right through the book, we're kind of looking at using Thai culture, you know, so people in kind of learning things about England like London, or you know, and they're surrounded by different, you know, objects that they could relate to.
You've been here for how long, and how have you adapted the plans, say the original plans to
well, the way we were kind of we were working in England, but what was happening, Kate would be taking photographs, sending photographs over to us. We'd be looking at it, doing a bit of research, and now we've come over for about 3 weeks. We've been taking photographs, you know, and looking around the school, and then we can kind of make certain amendments when we get back to complete the job in England.
And Hazel here, you've won awards for your designs in the past. Tell us about some of those and your background.
My background's actually in adult further education, which is a lot different to, as Gary's previously said, as catering for children. You've got to be a lot cooler, you've got to try and keep up with the trends. With this, it was a big shock to be a bit different, to have to draw an apple has got to look like an apple, and you've got to be that literal. So it is really different, it's a completely different thing. It's actually for teaching, and I've only ever been used to doing graphics to attract people into the college. It's been more promotions, advertising campaigns, cinema advertising and things like that. We have jointly together we have produced about 3 or 4 books, but this is the first teaching aids that we have done, so it is a learning process for us as well.
You're featuring not just, as you say, apples, but I hope Thai fruit as well?
Yes, that's where a lot of the confusion came in, because Kate had sent over to us her notes, but they'd have fruit on that we've never heard of, like a mangosteen. We'd have to look things up on the internet, and it's only really coming to Thailand and Kate taking us around the fruit stalls that are outside the school and actually seeing and actually tasting what the fruit looks and tastes like.
So how interactive will these books be? You're going to have a workbook, and how are the kids going to use these books?
The student book, which is the coloured book, and the larger of the books, will be used mainly in the classroom by teachers. So what we've tried to do is to make it as easy for the teacher to teach it whilst engaging the children on every page. The pages are fairly straightforward, there's not too much information. What we didn't want to do was to go for a visual overload. There's lots of research now that suggests that children's books have just got too many images in, too many colours, and they're too busy. And there's research to suggest that the child can actually focus better if there's a limited number of images per page, limited number of colours. We're very aware that somebody else has to teach with these, and the experience of teaching in the classroom has been invaluable. Many of the amendments and changes we've made have been because of the teaching experience. So we're writing the book for the children, obviously, but from a teacher's point of view.
Including Thai teachers
yes.
who are teaching English
yes.
in government schools.
Yes, exactly. It's got to be very user-friendly. The teacher has to understand it. And the plan is that the textbook is the first building block. The workbook that goes along with the student book is additional information. It's an additional book for homework or extra exercises. What we're hoping to do is develop a symbiotic learning system. So as well as the textbooks, there would be thread cards, bingo sheets, flashcards. So a teacher in the future will get a box, and everything in that box will be integrated, the information, the pictures, the graphics, everything, and it will be a complete system. Teachers spend many hours making materials, making flashcards and doing displays and pictures. We're hoping in the future to have a complete kit for the teachers.
What about even a web page? I think, Gary, you're a web page designer as well. Would you like to put this sort of on?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to be online, but, you know, and obviously it's more interactive. I think we could even animate the characters. Could do that, and I think it'd be fun.
And this must cost a lot of money, bringing over 2 experts from the UK, but obviously your foundation, a charity, you had a big donation from the Australian concert, 5 million baht.
Well, in actual fact, these people are very cheap because they're volunteers. They volunteered all of their time. There's over 400 drawings in the 2 books, and probably full-time work, 3 months full-time it's taken you. So every weekend and all their spare time has actually been donated to producing the images. If we'd have had to pay for it, we'd have had to wait a long time. Our large donation from our great friend Michael Chugg from Australia is to actually run the programme in Ban Kalim school. It doesn't have any flexibility to pay for anything else, so a huge thank you to Hazel and Gary for the amount of time and hard work that they have donated.
You're still looking for more funds and more volunteer teachers?
Always. We do need more funds, we do need more teachers. Michael Chugg's extremely generous donation does fund this school for a number of years, but we do have to think about expansion, and we do have to think about improving the quality as well, the quality of what we deliver. Now we have the images and we have the words, we still need to pay for the publishing, we still need to pay for the printing. So if there's a publishing house out there or a printer out there that would like to join this team of very committed people, we're very happy to hear from them.
Will they get their name on the front page? Have you thought of a name yet?
Well, we'd be happy to hear from them, and they could join the team, and there's still lots to discuss. We haven't got a name yet. If there are any suggestions and people want to actually get in touch with Channel 11, then we're very welcome to hear.
But also through your website, PhuketHasBeenGoodToUs.com.
Yes, Phuket has been good to us.org.uk.
Autophone Stephen, your MD?
Yes, autophone Stephen in the offices.
076 341 932?
That's correct.
Right.